I've been instructed to start already. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's looking pretty red. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. What's going on? My God. Hopefully we don't get... Yesterday, the air mattress fell on my head. Hopefully we don't have the same issue today. Why is it all red? We'll talk about that in a bit. Let's get into the chat. Look who's all here. Rob the Crypto Snob. All good until I looked at the charts. Melissa, Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Slam Banjo, L effing G. Let's effing grow. Amazing. Good to see you here. And Ace, he's telling me to start already. Get the show on the road. Trade setups given in advance. That's all I got to say. I mean, we're doing all right. I mean, last night we took a Jasmine short in profits. Took the profits, went to bed, slept like an angel. This was set up in the Discord down below. I was tagging everybody with the setups. I mean, I was tagging everybody. I was like, okay, we got a potential on Soul. We'll talk about that. We got the Jasmine short. Look at this. I gave you far in advance, okay? Far in advance. I mean, I love you guys. I'm just trying to help, Just trying to help. Always trying to help. So, if you took some of those trades, congratulations. If you didn't, well, we'll find more for you because that's why we're here. I'm currently in a small position on a Bitcoin long. Okay. So I'll let you know about that. Because this was given in advance as well. Need your safety. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, it just all came crumbling down. It all just came crumbling down. I mean, we can find the clip if you guys want to watch the clip. I don't know if you want to watch the clip. But, I mean, I definitely got smoked in the head yesterday trying to make sense of the charts. I think I was doing an XRP TA. And, I mean, let's put it this way. The beautiful, beautiful air mattress won. Okay, the air mattress won. Let's scroll here a little bit faster. Yeah, this was it. So... let me pause this right here. I'll pull this over here. I'll full screen this here. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Okay. So I got this over here. Here I am. Hanging out. It should be showing, isn't it? It should be showing. Okay, let's expand this. Let's zoom into my head here. Oh, you guys can't see it there. Okay, there I am. And as I'm streaming yesterday, you can see here. Watch the air mattress in the back. I'll press play. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I got smoked in the head. Oh, my God. So that was my live stream yesterday, if you missed it. Took it in the head. We're okay. We have recovered. We have taken some profits, and we're currently in a long. Yo, Alex, you seen Caspa? And what the F do you take trades off of? We can look at Casper for you. Of course, my friend. We can look at Caspa. Blooper reels incoming. Yeah, that's the one. Don't live stream when you have friends over. And you got this is the den. So we got a den here. So we put up our friends in the den, and you know what? We're just trying to be good people, having our friends visit from Canada. It's funny. We're moving back to Canada in 2 weeks, but we have our friends visiting from Canada. So I guess we're just the free ticket to Australia. Wow, Caspa is dying. Caspa's dying. Oof. We had an old trade back in the day. Who knows what that was? Let's go to the 4 hour on Caspa. We can see we have a channel. Okay, we've drawn a channel from before, and we have key levels of support and resistance on the way down. Now you can see it has peaked. Okay, so we want to acknowledge the peak. We also want to see if we got any bear divs on the peakage. Okay, we got two lovely lady humps here on both sides. So to me, this looks like more downside. Bottom of the channel would be the target if we do lose this level of key support. Okay, this is your key support on Caspa. We want to watch for it to break through, retest. So we don't want to jump into it just off the willy-nilly. Okay, like we don't want to do the willy-nilly. We want to see it come down to this level, break through, retest, and shoot down. Okay, and then my trade setup would be here. That would be my trade setup. And then I'd be targeting the bottom of the channel. However, I'd sit on my hands with this one. I'd wait to see what's going on, because most likely we're looking for a bounce here, right? We're looking for this to bounce off of this support and make a higher low. If we get a bounce right here, that could be good in the long term for bullishness. So right now, I'd wait and sit on my hands. I'd look for the reaction at this level. If you're willing to throw on a long, quite possible. But right now, I'd wait. You can see it's kind of making a channel within the channel. So if we go back here and we draw another channel, so we'll go to the channel tool. We'll draw here. You can kind of see something like this too, right? So you can see that support as well. So there's a channel within the channel. This is a medium-term channel, so you want to be watching that, okay? That's my thoughts on Casper. I'd just be patient on that right now. I mean, your entry was up here at the top, right? Yeah, we had another push up, but that's kind of where it's at, right? Put it on the daily for that massive bear div. Oh yeah. Well, you're getting higher highs. These aren't quite lower lows, but I can see what you mean with the stochastics possibly. Yeah, I can see it. You can see it here, yeah. Be patient on that. VWAP's pointing to the downside. So let's get over to Bitcoin, because everybody wants to know about Bitcoin. Woohoo! Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for all your support. Much love to every single one of you. We're trying to grow this channel. We're at 387 subscribers. If you don't mind, just share this with a friend. Try and grow the channel. Join us in the free Discord. Setups given in advance. You know, all that good stuff. Shill. Let's jump into it. What do we got? What are we talking on Bitcoin? And what are we looking at? So let's look at the weekly first, because that's going to be the big teller of all things, right? Always start big, work your way down into the smaller ideas, right? So let's get rid of a whole bunch of junk here. The otter, which way are we going to point the otter today? Let's spin the otter. Da, 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 da. Slowly up and to the right. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking right now. So the weekly looks bearish AF, okay? Weekly is bear divin, okay? Bear divin, pretty flat. We do have one thing to take note, is that the VWAP is pointing upwards, okay? And money flow has crossed into the green, looking a bit controversial to this bear div, okay? Also, with this candle, it is looking like a beautiful shooting star. Rejected, okay? Rejected. Does that mean it's going to stay like this? No, if we pop back up, it'll look a bit healthier. But right now, it looks like a rejection shooting star, which means possibly more downside, okay? More downside. Everybody's talking about this 28,000 area. This 28,000 area of key support. So we got to keep an eye out for that. Obviously, we got to keep an eye out for that. And then there's another one somewhere in the middle here. And then there's obviously the highs. Okay, there's 3 levels that we need to pay attention to. Losing of this support, coming up into the previous range, and making new highs, right? Those are our 3 levels that we are aware of right now. Zoom out or check 2-day. There's a bigger bear div at play. Okay, that's great. 2-day. Yes, we got lovely lady lumps. Yeah, like I said, watch this trend line. Look for it to come down to the bottom of this. Right now, it's no trade. It's kind of in the middle of the range for me, so I'd be patient on that. So those 3 levels, let's identify them. We have the bear divs on the weekly. Okay, as we flip down, we can see that actually on the 4-day and the 3-day is what I'm watching right now, because the 4-day is coming to the 0 line. It is challenging here, but it is remaining in the green. Okay, the money flow is a long-term indicator letting us know, but it has been rejected here off of the VWAP, which is very different to what we got on the weekly, where it's still coming up. Okay, it's still coming up, where when we look at the 4-day, it is getting rejected. Okay, 5-day is coming up to the 0 line VWAP. Okay, so different ideas here is a rejection. Okay, so the rejection looking more healthy as we get into the short-term time frames. As you can see, beautiful bull flag. I'd post it in the Discord chat. Okay, thanks, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate your help. So you can see it's trying to push up here on the 3-day, and then on the 2-day, we have a red dot. So mixed signals, weekend volume, weekend candle looking to be rejected, and also downtrend confirmed. You know, what I want to see is I want to see us push above, keep pushing up on these lower lows. So you can see this one and this one. We want to see a continuation of this reversal, because it's starting to look a little bit more of a push up rather than this massive push down. Okay, it looks to be trying to do something different here, as you can simply see, right? Looks very different. Let's see if Ace posted in the Discord. What do you got for me? My love, man. Much love. Thank you, Ace. Pull up to the stream, guys. Too few of us in there. Let's get in, guys, and smash the like button too. Much love, man. Thank you, guys. Ace, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you, brother. So we do have this falling channel here. We have broken out, and we're looking to come back and retest the channel. Okay, that's another thing I've noticed as well, is that we have come out. We're retesting. Could this be an area to fire off along for higher upside? Okay, because we know everybody wants it to come back down to this 28,000 level. That's what everybody's saying, right? Then we're going to accumulate more, and then Bitcoin's going to go to the moon. That's the narrative right now. Does that make sense to you? So when everybody's saying that, we want to be contrarian to the idea and try to think for ourselves, look at the charts, look at what they're telling us, and try to make a better informed decision, okay? So when we look at this range, we can simply see that there's one level here that we have failed to get above, okay? This is a bit higher, okay? We have failed to get above. He posted it now. We failed to get above this area. Look at that. Oof. Caspa to the ground on the 4-day. That's massive. Yikes. Yikes. For a possible swing trade, that looks juicy. Oh, wow. Yeah, there it is. Could have just said the 4-day. Look at that massive bear div. That's just like the Bitcoin bear div as well, right? So yeah, I mean, yikes. That's all I gotta say about that. Keeping an eye on Caspa. With alts and smaller alts, like I took a beautiful Jasmine trade last night. I mean, I got out up here. I'm out already. I've paid myself, right? But I mean, it's that trade. It moved 4%. Well, what was it? 4%, right? So they are a lot. They move a lot more, but it is more risky because this thing can just all of a sudden just decide to go boom, right? So I've paid myself. I went to sleep. I didn't leave the trade open. Yeah, I would have made an extra like 1 or 2%, but that's okay. I'd much rather be paid than be absolutely crushed, right? So you gotta manage your risk, manage your capital. Of course, I'm gonna regret not letting it run, but hey, who's gonna complain about a payday? Nobody, right? So always make sure you're paying yourself out there, my friends. So back to Bitcoin, we're gonna talk about this level here and how we're trying to watch for this to continue its way upwards after being pushed downwards so hard, right? Now this level here is going to be the key level for us to get above for everything, right? Top 10, he's going to want ADA. What's up, Top 10? Shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Bitcoin's in the red. Everything's in the red. What are we going to do? Are we just going to DCA and sit on our hands? Well, and keep looking for trades. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate every single one of you. Okay, where are we at? Bitcoin up, red dot, looking to print on the daily. Can it curl over? We're a bit oversold here, looking to pop up in my opinion. Trade setup was given in advance where I'm looking for a long from here, okay? So why am I looking for a long from here? Well, we've had this push up here. We've made higher lows, and we're looking for this trend to reverse where we can see a little bit of a pushback to target this line again, where we can see maybe, just maybe, we can finally get above and continue our way upwards. The volume is extremely low on Bitcoin. Look, you can simply see there's a downcrease in volume. Means not a lot of people are playing this game, okay? So if you're here right now and you're sticking with it, thank you. Thank you for putting up with this sideways action. I know it is hard, but I'm here with you along the way. So there are trades to be had. As you can see, I mean, people are making gains. I mean, Sniper's Nightmare making gains, right? Setups given in advance yesterday. Watch out for the otters. Waves trade, Sniper's Nightmare again. There's me, Jasmine, right? We're making gains, man. We're making gains. So there's still trades to be had in this market. Now we're looking for some upside. Well, volume is completely going downwards, but right now we're looking for this on the 12-hour to start working its way up. Now, you can see on the 12-hour, we have this red dot, which has played out and is attacking the 0 line. Now, this is where I look for a bounce on the 12, right? We look for that bounce, and we can see that we are actually at a key golden pocket here when we pull that up on the chart. And then if we pull volume as well, let's pull it from the side, we can see that we haven't been accepted back into this range. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, there is a range down here below. We have the beautiful point of control, but we do have some key volume right here that we haven't been accepted back down into. So this is why I'm looking for a bounce, okay? And I am in a trade. I'm up 3.5%. My entry was 29,303. Just so you know. Just so you know, because we like to be transparent on this channel. We like to show that we are trading. Oh my God, Jonathan Schaefer. What the heck? The Casper chart isn't showing on your Discord. 100x or no X. Jonathan Schaefer in the chat. Yo, good bro. I'm better than I have ever been in my life. I just had a life-changing event happen to me. Jonathan Schaefer, tell me more. Tell me more. It allowed me to buy a whole BTC, still have my stock portfolio, and have enough extra to get another 2 BTC if I wanted to. Seriously, life-changing. Thank you, Grandpa. Love you, Grandpa. Everybody, shout out to Jonathan Schaefer's grandpa. Securing the bag. Grandpa, thank you, Grandpa. Much love, much love. Let's all. Whole coining, man. Whole coining. Congratulations, Jonathan Schaefer. Long supporter of the channel, man. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Shout it from the rooftops. Thank you, Grandpa. I'm a big Grandpa fan. My grandfather, he means the world to me. That's funny you said that. Even if I go on my phone here, you see that's my grandfather. He is the man. That is the grandfather. See, he's on my phone. That's my grandfather there. See, grandfathers are the best, right? Grandfathers are the best. That's my grandfather too. Thank you for sharing that, Jonathan Schaefer. Much love to you. We appreciate you. Grandpa love, always the best. Back in my day, I bought a house for $20,000. And then we're like, back in my day, I bought a Bitcoin for $29,000. Let's go. Generational wealth. Let's accumulate, my friends. Let's accumulate. Oh, man. Love to see people winning, man. Love to see people winning. Love to see you guys killing it. Congratulations. That's awesome. Make sure you guys have some coffee. Drop some alts. I'm going to do... Well, I saw top 10 in the chat, so I'm going to do Cardano. I'm going to do... We've done a bit of Caspa. Maybe we'll do some SHIB because it's been going off. 14-hour to the 1 day could be setting up for a trigger wave. Yep, watch out. So getting down into the nitty gritty. Okay, so we've identified this line. We've identified the areas where we think price can go to. Just to zoom out, if we do lose this level, if we pull a fib from the bottom of this range here, I pull it. I don't pull it from like if we pull it from here, yeah, that's cool, right? But if you pull it from where the move started, this is my area where I'm looking for the price to go. So I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of that. Now you can see here, you pull that, you pull that, you pull your beautiful volume profile across here, right? All the way across. I think it's all the way across. And you get a beautiful area where we're looking for Bitcoin price to fall and possibly DCA. Okay, so if we are going to fall where everybody says we're going to fall, this 28,000 square is going to be where we fall. I have longed BTC for a scalp from 29 to 80. That's my man. I'm on that boat too. Your entry's better than mine. I'm 29,300. So congratulations. You're kicking butt. Weekend volume, man. Weekend volume, we're looking for it to stay in the range. So that's where we think it might go down to. Now, if we go down to the 1 hour, weekend volume. I mean, weekend volume, baby. Sideways actions. This was the weekend before. You could spot the weekend. Like, look at this. Okay, it's very easy. Then Monday we start to move, right? So we're looking, as we said, we're looking for this to continue upwards. Okay, what does that mean? We got this one, then we got this one, higher low. Can we continue this upwards, right? That's what we want to see. If we don't want to see that, well, then we lose this level. We come back into this range, right? Come back down into this range, and we come to the point of control, right? So point of control is here. Let's turn on the indicator, right? We can bring this down. So we got our local value area high, which we're bouncing off right now, okay? Of this range. Then we have our point of control below us. And then above us, we have that value area low of the big range, okay? So that's where we haven't been able to get above and flip to support. We haven't been able to get up here and continue upwards, right? We've only gotten rejected 1, 2, 3 times. But the more we knock on this door, the easier it is for us to get through and flip this area, which is right around 20, let's say 30,000. 30,000, if we get above, 29.8 to 30,000. If we hold that level, I look for more upside. If we lose this level currently where we're at right now and we fall down, we're looking to come back into this range. Then we're looking to fall down and come to this box down here at 28,000, okay? That's the long-term look. But right now, as you can see, we're looking for that bounce. We're in the sideways action. We've continued sideways. Can this roll over? Absolutely. But right now, we're making a higher low, right? So look for this to continue and try to work its way back up, right? We can even go with a little bit of a volume profile within here, pull this up, and look, that price naturally wants to come back up and attack these areas around 29,400, right? So 29,400, if we make a move from here, that's still with a little bit of leverage. You can make a nice profit on that. So we take our risks. We trade the ranges, right? Right now we're at the low of the range. We're at a golden pocket where we're looking to bounce off of and continue to the upside, right? That's what I'm looking at. What are you guys looking at? Are you guys looking at anything else? It's dead right now. The volume is 0 for real, for real. Yeah, that's the thing, right? We take what we can. We take what we can. I mean, if Alex O Crypto is trading Jasmy on a weekend, there's something going on, man. There's something going on. And yes, we were right, but it is a bit risky. It's risky, okay? It's risky, my friends. Like, this is not a pretty chart, right? But we took the trade. We made the profits. We secured the bag, and we went to bed. And we're pretty happy about it, okay? So sometimes the otter degen comes out, right? Let's check the fear and greed index. What is it? You just type /FG in the Discord. We're still at 54. Okay, so we're still at 54 there. Which is the same as yesterday. Now the CME Fed Watch tool has changed a little bit. We're starting to creep on the inflation hike, okay? We're starting to creep on inflation hike. So we need to be aware of that as well. There's never going to be a hike. We're going to be all right. Quantitative easing. So this is a hike. This was at 90 yesterday, so the scales are starting to tip. And as we get closer to September 20th, we will keep an eye on this and make sure you guys all know. But just so you're aware, right? Just so you're aware. Always keeping you guys informed. Ace. Real talk, Jonathan Shaper. I was looking up at the 12-minute BTC chart just before the dump from 29.4, and it looked like an alt with a 1 million market cap. Right? It's so true. It's like, what's going on, man? Like, let's just trade this janky 3-minute chart. Like, what is going on, man? Like, it's wiki, it's scammy looking, it's the volume is just, this is Bybit. Like, come on, Bybit's got volume, right? It's just some janky trading, man. So we're looking for the bounce from here. Trueflation is down 2.18%. Wouldn't we all like some 2.18%? I think it's full of it. And then looking at the economic calendar, also we got building permits, and then we have the minutes on Thursday. So And if you're Canadian like me, you got inflation rate. But I think the minutes will be a tall tale. Like, we'll look at the minutes, and then from the minutes we'll get a better idea of what the the inflation, the hike will look like come September 20th. Maybe we'll get a better insight on that, right? Maybe we'll get a better insight. But for now, I mean, we trade the ranges. We look to candles looking like dominoes. That's the ones. That's the ones. Make sure you guys have a coffee with you. Minutes aren't going to give us anything more. We'll see when he talks, right? We'll see when he talks. Besides that, if we zoom out, we go to BTC here. Let's go to the monthly log here, right? This area of volume has always been painful, right? It's always been painful. This is kind of where I'm at. It's like, are we going to go up or down or just completely sideways, right? When we look at the big outlook here, I mean, this seems normal to me. We know we have things like the black swan before, but like a slow grind sideways, and a slow grind sideways, right? So this seems to be repeating itself. It's all about Powell's inflections. You need to pay attention to what and how he says what he says. I love it, Cipher. I love it. I think Cathie Wood does a very good breakdown of what Powell typically says. She's got like a intuitive motherly thought on Powell. Cathie Wood, Ark Invest, you know. I always like listening to Cathie Wood. She always gives a good interpretation of what's going on. I think she's teaching the boys how to play ball, you know? It's pretty sweet. But I would say that we're in this area right here, right? Wouldn't you? Whereabouts do you think we are in the cycle? This is looking very, very much like 2019, but not exactly. Not exactly. What time frame do I do for? So for me, I will definitely, all my entries come off of the 12 and the 7, typically. So I'll do my top-down analysis. I'll find my areas, and then I'll go 12 to 7. I'll throw on my EMA, and then I'll go from there. Sometimes I throw on my VWAP, and then top-down, looking at this, I look for a deviation in the VWAP first. You can see here, yes, we're dropping, but then we're flattening out. Then we look for the wicks, man. We go John Wick hunting. End of depression. That's where we're at in the cycle, yeah. Trading psychology chart. Ooh-wee. We're getting all psychological here. Oh, man, I zoomed in too much. Sorry. Depression. Are we in hope, though? That is a good question. Like, are we in the area over here where we've popped up, right? We've popped up, and now we're trending sideways before a massive run, right? Because if we're in depression here, I know we've come down. I agree with you there. and where we've come down, we've trailed up. So maybe we're disbelief. Suckers rally. It's very it's interesting to see how the market reacts, because when we look at tech, I mean, it's down recently, but tech has been crushing it, man. Like crushing it. Apple, like we're having a little bit of a retrace, but look at this. Like this move is unprecedented, right? Like it's wild. They're all just booming, right? Carrying the S&P 500, and then we got Home Depot. Sorry, I'm a carpenter by trade. Can't. I got tech, but I got Home Depot and tech. Oh man, oil. I mean, gotta be ready. Gotta be ready for anything. Gotta be ready for anything. Getting close to disbelief. Disbelief when we put in a newer higher low on the weekly chart. Yeah. I know what you mean. I got you. Like everybody will be like, "What? What are we doing when we get something like this where it's just like, oh, what's with all these ranges?" And it's just like, "Oh, guess what? We're going. We're going. You better get in." Buckle up, man. Buckle up, because we're going. Wild. But yeah, Ace, I like the 12 minutes like my go-to. 18 minute is where I always look for my my 55 EMA. So my 18 minute red line is the 55. That's my secret sauce here, is that red line on the 18 minute. That is my baby. I love that. You can see multiple respects of the tops here on the downtrend. Always have the 200 behind. But if you watch this on the 18, it performs magic sometimes where the entries are just on point on my EMAs. Here, I got the 21, the 9, the 55. Okay. And then the 200 following. I think this is Crown's EMA. But yeah. It's challenging to come lower. It's challenging to come lower. Look at this choppy, ugly chart. Let's go over to the ES and check out the ES and see what it has to offer here. So the ES will be opening shortly. The S&P has remained pretty strong. Do we look for it to come back to the middle here, where we get a push down and then a bounce back up, right? Because, I mean, it is strong, this S&P 500. It came perfectly down to this resistance that we had before. Do we get a bounce from here, or do we continue our way down? Do we get a sort of like a continuation back down? That's quite possible. Back down to this trend line here. It's very possible. But it remains strong. But as tech rolls over, so does the S&P. I mean, they've been granted a beautiful 21%, 20% gains, right? So we're looking at a massive move for the S&P if it stays strong, right? All-time highs are just, they're not even, yeah, they're less than 5% away, right? That's That's crazy. When we were down here, we were like, oh, we're going all the way down. Look, we're going down to 3,500, right? Not the case, right? Not the case. So S&P's kind of laughed at people and just continued up on its merry way. We do have this trend line here. I can also see something, maybe something there. But we're looking for this to curl back down. And as the S&P curls down and cools off, we can look for Bitcoin to cool off as well. Going over the Dixie. The Dixie, to me, has been playing with our heads here. Now, it's dipped its toes into this 100 level, and we can see on the Dixie that this box is where it wants to live, right? This box is where it wants to live. We got the COVID pump, but we want to see it come into this box. It has not. It is coming back up. It dipped its toes, and now it's coming back up. And we're looking for it to follow this trend line right here. Okay? If the Dixie breaks this high, breaks this trend line here, not this one here, but this one up here, then we can look for risk on assets to fall. Okay? So as it moves up, we look for Bitcoin to continue downwards. Inverse correlation, right? So we're looking for it to come here. Now, if it comes here and then it dumps, I mean Bitcoin to the moon, okay? But right now, it's looking very, very strong to the upside where it's looking to challenge these old highs, right? So as it comes to this trend line, we look for Bitcoin to come down just a bit more, right? Maybe this week I can possibly do that. Yeah, it's not that much room. It's pretty strong moves here, right? Like, look at this candle. Massive, massive candle. So the Dixie's strong to the upside, so we'll keep our eye on the Dixie. Look for it to come back up to this 103 mark. Challenge that. As it works its way up, you can see it's even wicking to the downside. It's showing that it's trying to get pushed up. You can see all the support underneath it, right? You can see all the support underneath it. So as it works its way up, we'll look for it to continue to be supported until it gets to here, and then we'll look to see if we can get a reversal. And if we get that reversal, I mean, let's buy some Bitcoin, right? That's what I'm looking for the long-term outlook on the Dixie, because it has held up, right? So we'll keep our eye on the price there. Going over to our friend Bitcoin Dominance. Got to go, Cipher. Much love. Have a great night, my friend. Have a great day. Congratulations. Namaste. Grandpa's rule. Much love to you, my friend. Have a great day. Have a great day. Thanks, Mrs. Otter, for the coffee. She's always keeping us hydrated. Much love, Cipher. Bitcoin dominance curling up, looking to attack 52% yet again. Okay, alts are bleeding against Bitcoin. Okay, alts are bleeding against Bitcoin. That's the story. Go over to total 3, and you can see that alts are bleeding against Bitcoin. Downwards trend. Is this a bull flag? This is pretty sketchy. Okay, this looks very, very bleedy. Okay, bleedy, if that's a word. But we're bleeding against the Bitcoin price, which means alts are falling more than Bitcoin is. They're taking their money from the alts and putting it into Bitcoin, okay? So total 3, make sure to add total 3 to your chart so you can see the reaction here. As soon as this breaks out of this trend line and maybe it flips up and it pops upwards, we can look for some money going into alts. But until then, we continue to bleed against Bitcoin prices, okay? And you can see that across the board with anything. When we go over to Cardano, we'll go over to Cardano. Same thing, bleeding against Bitcoin on the downtrend. It looks very similar, doesn't it? Looks very, very similar because that's what's going on. So you can see it's bleeding against Bitcoin. Quite frankly, though, we do have very key supports, okay? We have key supports coming at us here where we look for this to hold up, okay? You can see these trend lines. We haven't gotten this low in a long time, okay? In a long time. You can see it with Matic as well. Okay, Matic here came up, not as strong as Bitcoin, bleeding against Bitcoin, coming down here, new lows. Now we're looking to fire off a possible long on Matic, right? So right now the alts don't look too strong. We don't have much money coming into them, but we'll look here for a trade setup here on Matic. This is my trade setup here. We're looking for the price to come back down to this level, or we can look for more of a swing entry here on Matic if it does crop down and pop off. Okay, so around 64 cents. And then it's very similar on ADA as well, where my trend line is here. So we're looking for it to come back down to 27 cents. What's funny is when Top 10 was first in this channel, he was talking about, oh, are we going to... Remember when we were up here and we were talking about, can we come down to 42 cents? My God, has it ever, right? My God. I mean, I bought down here, so I'm still in profits, even though I bought down here. Still in profits. I think 22 cents, was it? 22.50 or something like that. Bought down there. Very happy about that buy. If it does bleed more, I mean, we buy more, right? We buy more because bullish on ADA in the long term. So we're looking for it to come down to 27 cents where we can look to fire off along to the upside here. We want to see it come back up to this trend line here, right? We want to see at least have a dip down and then a pop up, okay? That's what we're looking for, something like that. So right now we sit on our hands, we wait for the signals in order to enter in. Jasmine shorts taken, coming down to this trend line. Can it continue downwards? We'll see. I think the point of control is around 38 cents, but no trade on Jasmine. We were looking at AGLD. Okay, so add this to your charts. This was shared in the Discord. We have a beautiful downtrend here. Looking for this to pop up just a little bit more, possibly. We could have just missed it, but that's okay. These are alts. We want to have best entries we can possible to protect our risk management, okay, for our upside. We got to protect our upside or our downside if we're longing, right? Keeping an eye on that. Doggy coin. Let's go over the doggy coin. Snoop Doggy Dog. Okay. You can see downtrend here, bouncing off key support, right? So the entry for a continuation here, you can see key support, key support, key support. We are at that level now. So the thought is this an opportunity for a long? For me, I wait to see some sort of bullish divergence where it can pop off, or I see a break of this trend line and a retest where we can fire off a long as well, okay? APT, beautiful downtrend as well. Looking to break out, failed breakout, coming back down to key levels of support. Okay, so APT is a possible trade setup that we're looking for. It had a massive move upwards, So if you can just do some support and resistance, we'll look for it to come and trickle down here, and then possibly look for a long. Okay, so we'll keep our eyes peeled on APT. But for now, no trade there as well. Caspa, well, we know about this bear div, okay? So at your own discretion, Caspa could be looking for a nice, beautiful move to the downside here. And if we do get that move, I mean, it could be a beautiful, glorious trade anywhere within here. Like, even if you're just taking profits halfway through, let's pull a volume profile. I'm sure it's right around here. Yeah, so from here to here. I mean, that's still 50%, right? If it comes back down to the point of control here. So at your own discretion, obviously, but we would look for it to work its way down at least to the bottom of this trend line here. So Caspa, possible short opportunity with the bear div on the weekly, more of a swing trade. So overall for the week, how do we prepare? How do we prepare for this week? Well, we can see that Bitcoin is struggling, okay? It is struggling. It is at a low here. We're looking to long this. We are currently in a long, looking for it to come back up to the middle of this range around 415, 450-ish area where we can take some profits. Just a quick scalp trade. Looking for it to work its way back up, possible 30.3%, right? with a little bit of leverage can be a nice trade. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope that keeps you guys informed. We're gonna go and have breakfast and hang out with Mrs. Otter. Hope you're all doing well. Getting ready for the big move back to Canada. Hopefully be getting you guys a lot more videos, some on trading psychology, some on the playbook I have, on the way I set up my trades. Lots of stuff coming your way shortly. Trying to keep you guys updated, knowledgeable, informed. All that good stuff. If you don't mind smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I appreciate every single one of you. Gonna sign off. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless. Much love. Peace out.